Maybe I'm just going deaf.
Maybe it's early onset deafness for Gareth.
To be honest, with my right ear, I'm going to get my right ear checked because I think I am going like partially deaf in my right ear.
Oh no, what about your wrong ear?
Oh, you're such a dad.
Oh, I'll take that.
You're such a hot dad. You're such a hot bod dad.
Listen, you said it first, and
yeah, I'll keep saying
you can't revoke it now. I'm a hot dad bod.
You're a hot dad bod, and I hope Rachel thinks so.
I've got the belly to, but you know, she said to me the other day. She said, "It's sort of you got a hot dad bod," and I was like, "That is equally as horrific and heartwarming as I ever thought it would be."
To be honest, you look good in a shirt.
What, tucked into jeans?
That's the signifier, huh?
Like tucked into jeans.
Yeah, like you just look good in a shirt.
Oh,
like,
okay.
That's just the way you've got quite broad shoulders, so it works.
Welcome to the Fashion Podcast.
If it's not linen, then I'm not interested.
Have you ever actually worn linen?
Truth be told, I have no idea. I'm like, don't get me wrong, I have good fashion sense. However, I don't actually care what I'm wearing on my body. I don't look at the make, the brand, the cotton fabric.
Yes, the thread count. I think I wore linen once, and actually it happened to be in Spain, and it was a pair of trousers I bought for the holiday in Spain. And I wore them in Spain, and I wore them twice, and then I've never ever put them on again, because I feel like in this country I would get so many strange looks as to why I'm trying to pull off baggy linen trousers on the dirty northern side pavements and alleys.
Were they comfortable?
No.
Oh.
They were terrible.
Why would you wear them anyway?
They weren't stretchy, because linen doesn't stretch. They weren't that kind of like stretchy. I love stretchy clothes.
Love stretchy clothes. Do you wear like joggers?
I'm wearing joggers right now. I wear joggers at home.
But do you wear joggers out? Because I don't. If I ever leave the house, I have to wear like jeans.
You see, I feel that, but actually, I've found. Speaking of dad, I found some M&S joggers that they're quite smart cut joggers. So if you put on a pair of shoes that work, you can actually pull it off just about.
You know, when I said you're turning into a dad, I didn't actually expect you to turn around and say you shop at M&S.
Well, I don't actually have kids yet. I mean, surely that
old
counts for
something. Shop at M&S.
Old people shop at M&S, and cool people shop at M&S.
No. No. just old. Just the old bracket, unfortunately. The old and rich.
The old and
and I know you ain't rich, so.
Do you know, it's not. There are expensive items of clothing there, but actually the basics range is nice and cheap, and it's really good.
Nice and cheap?
Yeah.
Like Primark cheap, or?
No, not. It's not Primarkly cheap, but it's
fucking Primark.
It's getting there.
What do you mean it's getting there? M&S going down the gutter?
No. They do like their t-shirts are like £6. Really nice t-shirts.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good.
And
that's okay.
You see, it's reasonable. But then you can also get like a leather belt for $45.
But do they smell like an old hospital?
Only after you've worn them.
Oh no, it's the after effect.
Maybe that's just me.
Once the sweat, that's from your morgue days. That's what that is.
So speaking of morgues, I have a question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to know how you think I would do, and I know that I know what I think how you would be. So I want to know.
Do you want to say that one more time?
I've got a question for you, Gareth.
Yeah, go ahead. I think I know how you know how I would do.
See, you follow me, and I'll follow you.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, you were saying.
Want to hear how you think I would do, and I know that how I think you would do in a zombie apocalypse.
Oh, okay. I think I'd do amazingly. Just off the bat, I think I would do absolutely stunning.
Do you? Great. Well, that's good. But I don't care how you think you would do. I care how you think I would do.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you how you would do, how I think you would do, and you're gonna tell me how you think I would do.
Absolutely.
Okay, but the ground level, what zombies are we talking about? Are we talking like Zombieland zombies, Day After Tomorrow
Think
zombies,
think
Walking
like
Dead?
Walking Dead. So very, then I mean, we're not talking zombies that can all of a sudden free run and do
Sprint.
backflips and become
Yeah.
like a lot more active than they probably ever were when they were alive. But we are
Yeah.
talking zombies that do bite and are very, very dangerous when there's more than one or two of them.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So
Granted that I've never watched any of The Walking Dead.
so we're off to a flying start.
I'm gonna guess that it's similar to Zombieland.
Yes, it's very similar to Zombieland.
There's the occasional one that's like faster than the bunch, but like they're more deadly, and if there's a lot of them, or like Shaun of the Dead zombies. Are we saying Shaun of the Dead?
Yeah,
zombies?
I'd probably say they're a little bit slower than Zombieland. A little bit more.
So Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
Yeah. Right. Do you want to go first?
Yeah. Okay. So I think first of all, survival time. Right. I'm gonna put you. You definitely make the first month. Right. So this is weighted. This is important because the first month is that's the crunch point. That's when everything's going crazy. That's when the looting's happening and the riots are happening. That's when the infection is spreading and it's the most dangerous time. So I think you'd survive the first month. Maybe you wouldn't notice the first month.
Just sleep.
You just sleep. So you definitely survive that. I think going on between I'd say months 1 to 6. I think you do really well. You'd gather the rations in your house and you'd make a plan. I'd think month 6 to 12, I'm going to say you've got like a good 75% chance. But let's say from year 1 to 2, I think that's where it's looking down for you.
Why is that?
I just have that feeling. I just think after the first year, you'd either get so fed up of it that you just want to, if you can't beat them, join them. Or you'd get to the coast, try and sail away, and just like go the wrong direction or something.
Wilson, you'd be like turn into Castaway.
Yeah, but there'd be no one to save you because they're all zombies.
Wow. Wait, so am I the only person left? There'd be no other survivors?
No, but I mean, in Castaway, he did need a good few freighters to go by before they picked him up.
No, that yeah is true, but like during the time between start of the apocalypse and 2 years' time, I wouldn't have found a single survivor.
I see. Well, this is where the debate starts for me in my head, because there are lots and lots of things that would happen, and I've got more questions. I've got more predictions for you as well.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I think roughly for a timeline, that's what I'm looking at for you.
I think you would last just under a year.
Great.
Because you'd go and you'd be strong hot dad bod.
Yeah.
You'd be able to you play it smart. I think you'd be very smart. You're quite handy as well. You do have a car that barely works, but it's there.
Yeah.
You know how to drive. But I feel like knowing how to drive necessarily isn't a good thing, because if I don't know how to drive, I'm not going to be worrying about hitting people.
Yeah.
Just saying. However, you've got a car. You're handy. You've got some tools and stuff like that. You're strong. However, you might not be too fast.
Oh. Okay.
You might not be too fast. Also, you're very kind. Right? I feel the only reason I say under a month, because I don't think, sorry, not a month, under a year, because I don't think you'd be killed by a zombie. I think you'd trust someone a bit too much and they'd stab you in the back and leave you to rot.
Do you know what? I was going to say the exact same thing. I thought, about a year, but I wouldn't be killed by zombies. I'd be killed by, like, my own people.
Someone else. Yeah. I think you'd be killed by your own people. Plus, you'd run out of rations soon enough because, bitch, you ain't eating gluten. half the food aisle was gone for you. Pasta, all that stuff that like can be saved for a very, very long time. all those sauce in like beans in tins and all those tinned foods that are covered in sauce that contain gluten, you can't have.
I think I can still have.
And if you
beans.
if you do eat those, you're at a severe disadvantage because while you're running, you're shitting yourself,
Well,
and that slows you down.
unfortunately, yeah, it's quite literally as well. I'd have to. What I'd do is, the first thing I would do is before I got my food, is I'd pick up some adult diapers, some adult nappies.
Yeah, just to prepare.
I'm listening. I'm just not going to stop me on my feet. This. No, I like that. Oh yeah.
Because like I would just on a principle basis of food wise, I'd be able to survive longer on food and be healthier on food than you would.
Yeah.
On just on a pure principle basis. Plus, I'm pretty sure I'm faster than you.
I would be interested to test that theory actually.
Pretty sure I'm fitter than you.
I was fast in school. Sure, it was a decade ago.
When I was a lad, I tell you, I was the fastest on the field.
When I was a young boy, I came second in triple jump, which is true actually. But yeah, I would be interested. We can test that.
Remember how fast I used to be when I was a sperm?
I was the buffest one there was.
It's the day of the big race.
I do think though. I think that a lot of people. Okay, zombies are scary. I will grant you that.
Little side note: if anyone gets that reference, shout out to you. You're an OG. Just saying.
Lovely.
Sorry, you were saying.
Zombies are scary. Okay, but I don't think they're quite as scary as the gluten-free section of a shop.
In Tesco.
In Tesco's or in Sainsbury's or wherever your local gluten-free aisle
on the plus side, there'd be no one in the gluten-free section because even zombies have better taste than that.
These zombies like, real bread.
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, literally.
Brains.
I think you'd go to find the shop entirely cleared out, but you go to the gluten-free section and there'd be like chocolate biscuits and there'd be some bread. And not only that, but obviously gluten-free bread, whatever it's made from, it probably won't ever mold. You know, probably just stay fine for the next 10 years as long as it doesn't get open. It'll just be absolutely fine.
I honestly think as well, the moment I'd find out that there was an outbreak, I'd love it.
How long would
Genuinely.
the excitement last, though?
Oh, mate, you'd be able to just steal anything from shops. I think the inner criminal in me would just flourish. I'd find the nearest weapon. I've got a samurai sword. I've got a samurai sword at home. I'd be taking that out. I'd be chopping my way through the Tesco supermarket, grabbing whatever the hell I like, right? I would not give a single shit about anyone at all.
That's very honest.
Honestly, I would like my family. Yeah, sure, but like if they can't outrun the zombies, sorry.
You can't keep up with the fastest of us. You see, I'm Gareth. I came first in triple jump in school.
I didn't do triple jump in school, but
What did you do in school?
I think I just skipped like sports day.
Oh, you were that fast. You were like people couldn't see you.
Yeah.
You were just a blur.
Yeah. I showed up for a second and they thought, no, go back home. It's not fair.
It's too powerful. Yeah. Go and join the Olympics if you want to compete.
But I think I would be very like brutal. I wouldn't be going around slaughtering people, but like I think genuinely the inner criminal in me that would just be allowed to steal whatever the fuck I liked.
So
would be flourishing.
I was gonna say, can I join your inner criminal? Because I think we could have a lot of fun, but I wouldn't want to go to Tesco's. I mean, guys, go somewhere better.
Tesco's was a bad example, granted.
Yeah, let's
but
TK Maxx.
I think it'd be cool. M&S.
Yeah, but get some t-shirts.
Get some expensive t-shirts.
Yeah, not just the £6 ones.
But like, I think I'd just chill in David Lloyd's. There's a pool there.
That's true.
Badminton court. I'd take all my like sports equipment. I'd just work out at the gym, go swimming. I'd live my life. I just wouldn't have a care in the world.
It would be great. It would be good. I do think that you'd turn into a bit of a Will Smith from I Am Legend, and you'd just get ridiculously buff. you'd get a dog, you'd have your haven, and you'd just do everything there, and you'd have a great time.
Yeah, I think I would. I don't think I'd sail off into the oblivion, because why would I need to leave my home? Maybe after, like I Am Legend, maybe after a while I just get bored of my own company, which I can't see happening anytime soon because I'm fucking fabulous. But but I think it would take a very long time for me to care about the one thing. Now this might be a bit personal, a bit too real. The one thing I don't think I'd last very long without in a zombie apocalypse would be a partner.
When you say a partner, do you mean like a love partner or like a
Yeah,
friend?
a love partner.
Oh, really?
Like, yeah, I think there's one understanding in my life, is that like it's not as good without a partner. Really speaking, there's very few things we're put on this planet to do, and that's one of them, is to
Procreate.
find, yes, shag, to put it bluntly. No, to find someone that you really connect with and that you really can like cherish your life with. So if I'm there by myself, granted, I'd have like my dog, if there was any dogs left.
Oh, there'd be dogs left.
But I would like a partner. And then probably 2 years later, I'd realise, fuck, even in a zombie apocalypse, women are psychos. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I love all of you. I love all women.
No, I think I would love to see what a lover's tiff looks like in a zombie apocalypse. I would.
I think I'd be so impatient. I'd just be like, mate, half of the world is dead, and you're bitching that I didn't get the right can of beans. Hello?
Yeah, look, you gotta.
There's bigger things going on.
Come to expect a quality of life. I actually think that I would be able to I'd be able to eat a can of beans, because I don't think they have wheat in. I don't think.
Okay, yeah, but beans was just one example. I'm talking like ravioli and all the other canned stuff that you can't eat.
All right, there's a lot of Italian canned stuff, especially in the UK, that I can't eat. You are correct.
Yeah.
There's also like Freya Bentos pies. Have you had those?
I don't even know what that is.
They are like the original, the OG, and they're pies in a tin, basically. And what you do is you cut the top of the tin off and you put it in the oven, and this pie rises from the tin, and they're amazing. I mean, I used to have them.
Are you a voice actor?
No, I'm actually doing an advert for Freya Bentos pies.
Oh my god. Are you the Freya Bentos pie guy?
I wish I was a pie guy.
No, the Freya Bentos pie guy.
I'm not that guy.
Oh, damn it.
So
I mean, you could be.
You would. So this leads me on well to my next question, because you'd want to find a partner who you could, love with, fight with, steal cans of ravioli for and with.
Yeah. Yes.
So that was my next question, or I guess prediction, is I think you would find a very small group of people. I'm not talking like a group of 10 or 12. I think you would end up finding maybe 2 or 3 people addition to yourself that you would stay with, and that would become the group, and it wouldn't get any bigger than that.
No, I don't think so. I think I'd just travel with a very small posse, if not just one other person. To be completely honest. Yeah. And if I ever met anyone, I'd be very, very wary of them.
Would you be wary in the sense that you stay away from them, or would you try and kill them before they kill you?
No, I'd just stay away. Like I don't want to kill anyone if I don't have to, unless they're a zombie. But like, if I can just stay out of trouble, I will stay out of trouble.
You're gonna stay out of trouble. You're gonna be a good boy in the apocalypse.
Oh, I'm just gonna not bother, wiping out. I mean, the population's already wiped out half. I don't want to do another quarter by killing everyone in my path, like the beast that I am. Okay.
You'd be too fast. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'd just like slice their head off before they even say a word.
Or even see you.
wipe the blood off with my thumb, chuck it on the ground, sheath my sword.
Job done.
That's all me, baby. That's all me.
How many people do you
I
think
just take out my badminton racket and then slice off their tongue. Sorry, no talking for you.
Slice off their tongue with a badminton racket?
Bro, you ain't seen my backhand.
Man's got skills. How many
And
people...
then I just take out a shuttlecock, slam it into their eye, dead.
How many people would I shack up with, do you think?
This is what I mean. You're too nice. So you would end up... Obviously, you've already got your partner with you.
Yeah, okay.
So you've got one person.
Uh-huh.
I think you'd find a group of like 5 to 10 people, I think. I genuinely think you'd find a group of 5 to 10 people. And then if you found like Walking Dead style, there is one thing I know when they've got like those villages with steel barricades and stuff like that. If you found one of them, you would join that.
See, thing is though, because it's like this with nice guys, you know, it might be lovely, but there's got to be a dark side somewhere.
It might be lovely, but
it'd be lovely, but there's got to be a dark side somewhere. And that maybe I'd be ruthless. Maybe I'd be an absolute menace, and it'd be like someone walks up and they're like, you know, oh hello there, shink, head gone, bag, goodbye. You know,
I don't think.
I think it'd be crazy.
This is me knowing you. I don't think you would have the willpower to kill someone. That's where I stand.
If they stole my last can
being.
of gluten-free beans, I would.
Don't touch my beans, boy. If it was a human being, I don't think you'd kill it. But if it was a zombie, I think you'd kill it.
Yeah, I'd kill zombies for days. You'd just practice, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think you would. I'd definitely be outside my back garden just slicing heads.
I know what your choice of weapon would be. Obviously, I know the primary one because you've already said you'd have your samurai, your katana.
I've got my samurai sword, yes.
But I'm going to make a guess for your second.
Please do.
I'm going to say you would have a crossbow.
A crossbow?
Yeah, you'd have a crossbow.
Nah.
Really?
Nah. I can't shoot anything.
What do you mean you can't shoot anything?
I think if I'm going to kill zombies and not people, I want to get like close and dirty.
Close and... Well, you're definitely going to get dirty if you're close to zombies.
I'd have my samurai sword on my back, I think. And then just like... Oh, I feel like I'd have like spiked knuckles or something. Do you know what I mean? I'd want to just box them up. They're slow as shit. They can't grab me. Someone just like pat pat, bang, uppercut, fucking spike through the mouth, shove them into the ground, rip off their head. You know, that type of thing.
Yeah. So you in an apocalypse, you want to be WrestleMania, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's a way of like, let me get in there, and if I die, I die.
You see, this is the thing about I feel with you is that you've got this. There's a sense there where it's like, oh, I'll fight to my last breath, but if that's it, then that's it. You know, I'm happy enough.
Yeah, yeah. I went out fighting like the true warrior.
But I wouldn't be like that. What would my weapons be? What would I roll with?
Being in England, obviously we wouldn't be very close to guns.
Most likely not. No.
So I think you'd have. I think you'd carry around an axe.
Okay.
Like a lumberman's axe.
Yeah, proper dad axe.
Yeah, and then you'd probably have something ranged, whether it be like a bow, a crossbow, or I don't know, maybe if you could get a hold of a pistol, I think you'd have a pistol.
Oh, hell yeah.
But then again, if I could get a hold of a gun, I would have a gun.
I just throw rocks 100%. Really hard.
Okay, Grillin. All right.
D&D for you there.
But I think you'd have it like your primary weapon would be an axe, like a proper lumberman axe.
I'd want to go for a double-sided axe. I'd want to make some sort of axe that had two axes, one either side of each other, because I feel that would be a nice weapon. But having said that, I'd also like something sharp and graceful. Now, I like the idea of a katana, but they're a little bit big, katanas. They're a little bit intense. So maybe it would be some form of a short sword type thing. But I'm not sure.
Where would you get a short sword from?
You'd have to make one, wouldn't you? You'd have to grind one down and make the handle and, do all that sort of stuff.
I think you'd run around with a fucking wrench. I'll fucking fix up your car and you, dickhead.
Just give me 5 minutes. 5 days.
I think your main weapon would be your car.
Mate, if my car...
I think you would deck out your car to have spikes at the front.
If my car would survive, I'd keep it
if your car... Well, if you keep your car as long as you can, and then you'd go and find... I think you'd outsource. If you knew, okay, 3 months has passed now, we've survived. We know next door are dead. And they've got a really nice Mercedes. Let's go and fucking jack it.
I think, to be fair...
That's what I feel like you do, and then you deck it out, given the materials, and put like fucking spikes on it. You'd have like a rail at the front with chains hanging down.
Yeah. It would be like a mixture between that car from Mad Max and Grease Lightning.
Yes, 100%. I think that's what you're... Besides your double-sided axe, I think you would be using your car a lot.
See, I have a feeling...
I'd be outside the top window of this library, and I just hear... Look first. Oh, it's Joel. No worries. Taking out like 50 zombies, skidding, drifting, driving home.
And then pushing the car when its alternators died. Oh, no. Oh, come on. You can do it. It's
for fuck's sake.
Oh, please.
Yeah, can you give me a hand?
So I have a feeling as well about what currency you would choose, because I feel like we've all seen the films, we've all played the games. Everyone's gonna have a different idea of what they can use as a currency, and I feel like your currency would be actually I'm second guessing myself now.
Yeah, fucking.
I think your currency would be food. I think you'd use food as a kind
that
of... That
was genuinely my first thought. Everyone needs food.
Yeah, and you'd be like, I'm fine with... I'll make do with some stale bread, so I'll trade all my high-quality food for whatever else.
Yeah, I think... I've lived my good portion of my life on a very, very low calorific diet.
On stale bread?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm so jacked now.
Do you live under the stairs?
My body's had some sustenance.
Is your name Harry Potter?
Do. Yes, I do, Gandalf.
Gandalf.
Not Gandalf, Dumbledore. Oh, no.
Oh, it's the wrong franchise.
Franchise. Oh, well. Same thing. Whatever. Who cares? Wizard.
It's all magic.
Wizard, wizard. Tomato, tomato. Same thing.
Yeah, so I definitely think you'd be on the food as your currency, as your main way of trading and convincing people to do things.
Yeah, I think so. I can't even think of what else would be even useful trading. No one's going to give a shit about money.
No.
Maybe gear.
Yeah.
Like if I could get my hands on some weapons, but that's the thing. If I had weapons, I wouldn't be giving them away. That's the issue. Like I'd definitely do food, because if I found a pistol and someone was like, I'll give you, a lifetime supply of food for your pistol, I'd be like, yeah, okay, buddy. Bang, you're dead. And here's my lifetime supply of food. Thanks.
And then someone says, for that pistol, I'll tell you where a lifetime supply of protein powder is. Oh, take it all. Take it all. I need to be jacked.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, what would I use as a currency?
I think you would give away all the gluten food that you can't eat anyway. You'd stock your shelves up with bread and be like, yo, that's like gold dust.
You see, I would, but I'd use it in a bit of a different way. So I wouldn't use it like a commodity. I would use it like you're rewarding a dog. Okay. So I'd say, hey, you want food? Come with me, child. Come with me. Now you see over there, in that building is a weapon. Get me the weapon and you can have some food. I say child, they wouldn't actually be a child. They'd be at least like 13. Do you know what I mean? And then...
Yeah, which is a child.
Make people do things for you for the reward of food. So use their skills and services and then send them on their way with food. That's how I'd want to leverage my gluten side of my pantry.
Okay. Yeah, that's a smart way of going about it, I think. And then I'd probably just trade it. If I found someone, I'd probably just try and trade.
I think you wouldn't.
What I would try and find, straight off the bat would be a drone.
I do have one thing to say about drones, though. So, in a modern world, drones are really quiet. But if the world was silent, I feel drones would be really loud. And you'd hear them.
Of course they would.
a
But
mile away.
what's a zombie going to do? Look up at a flying thing and try and chase it. Good for you.
But other people
Fuck
might
off.
see where it goes back to and then know where you are.
Now you can fly up into the sky past the clouds.
Oh, so you
You'd lose
a
it.
military
And
drone.
they're fast. You'd lose it after a second.
Yeah, that's true. If you got like one of those ones that does 60, 70 miles an hour.
And I mean, like, what are you going to do? Well done, you found out where I lived. And then what?
Well, then they'd come with their group.
I'll fuck you up.
Oh, well, you and your badass partner versus 16 people.
Me and my spiky hands.
You and your WrestleMania
Try
gear.
it. Try it, I dare you. You know what I would do? I would find the nearest sound, the nearest recording studio, and just be the only radio station in the world.
Yeah, you could do that.
And all I would do is play smooth jazz. Welcome back to 9.105.
Smooth
Jeffrey
jazz.
just got mauled by a zombie. Here's a song for him.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do a smooth jazz radio, and you could occasionally. We interrupt this broadcast with a emergency broadcast to say, listen to jazz.
We interrupt this broadcast with an emergency broadcast. From yours truly.
Yeah, I like this. I like that. Where in the zombie apocalypse then? Where do you go as your holiday destination? So let's say you
Next week we got speech waffle.
yeah, it's a special. You've got you've lived for the first year. You've killed by this point thousands upon thousands of zombies. You have befriended.
Easily.
You've killed a few
Just
people.
easily, by the way.
Just easily, yeah.
Slaughtered.
Okay, all right, big man. So you've done that, and then you think, oh, we need a vacation. We need a holiday. Where do you go?
Mate, you know this answer.
Yeah, but realistically, where do you go?
You know this answer.
I feel like you're going to say Tokyo. I don't know where.
No.
Where?
If it was a zombie apocalypse, there's one place I would go where zombies would not be able to get me and I could just relax for the rest of my life.
Snowden?
And I know for a fact they wouldn't be able to.
Where?
Where?
Well, where?
On a mountain.
Where?
On a mountain I can ski at.
What, in the UK?
Yeah, you can go to Scotland.
What, you ski down Ben Nevis?
There is mountains in the north of Scotland that you can ski down.
Are there?
Yeah.
This is news to me.
It was news to me like 2 years ago.
We have ski resorts
apparently.
in Scotland.
There's a small ski resort.
Is everyone drunk?
I don't know if there's a ski resort, but there are mountains you can ski down in Scotland.
Oh, like all off piste.
I think so. I don't know. I've never been.
We need to go.
I just know that you can go skiing in Scotland.
I know you can go grass skiing. Like you can do those, like skateboards down hills sort of stuff in Scotland.
No. This is like a proper mountain.
I guess it's good because you'd
But-
ski down, and when you got to the bottom, you could sort of just skate along the marsh because everything in
Yeah.
Scotland's wet.
But maybe I would, if I could figure out a way to travel abroad, then I'd just go to like Austria or I don't know, Bansko or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I think I'd go to be honest, I genuinely think I would go to Bansko purely for the reason at the bottom of the ski slope there's a giant like warehouse supermarket that probably would not be touched.
Why? I mean, maybe people in Bansko would. Maybe you'd get there, and it'd actually be like a bit of a safe haven, and it's a bit
Probably
of a
would, yeah.
congregation.
It's in the middle of it's literally in the middle of fuck knows nowhere.
I've never been, to be fair.
Like you to get to Bansko, you have to fly to Sofia, and then take like a 2-hour trip to Bansko, where the ski resort, is like its own tiny village,
That's nice.
separated from everything. The rest is just like land around it.
That sounds lovely. That sounds nice.
It is. It's really, really nice. So I'd probably just go there, to be honest with you, and then just ski. find the nearest cabin with a jacuzzi on the mountain, and just ski. Steal some skis from the ski shop.
Steal. By that point, you could just call it borrowing.
I'd just take them. Just take some skis from the ski shop, and just enjoy my life. Okay. Where would you go?
Oh, so where do you think I'd
go? Wales.
Okay. Why?
Because your partner would want to.
She's like, take me back to my homeland. I'm like, there are zombies there.
Take me back.
I would. So first of all, I mean, obviously being in a northern city, I'd probably get away from the city a little bit because that's just going to be a death sentence.
Yes.
But first of all, I'd go into the city and I'd go get a couple of things, including go to the comic shop and get some Dungeons and Dragons dice. Love that. Go and go to the £1 bakery because I'm sure they do something that's gluten free. And then also, go and find a car or some nice vehicles or something, and just generally. Also, there's a shop in Leeds which is like a bit of an armory, so I'd definitely go there because they've got some good stuff. So
right,
go and run my errands between all the zombies if I could manage to, and then anyway, get out of the city to start.
Yeah, we're talking like maybe 3 months after the breakout.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there'd be ways.
You've made your plans. You've slaughtered at least 1,000 zombies.
Good.
At least, minimum.
Again, obviously very easy, just...
Easily, yeah. Sorry, yeah. No sweat broken.
No. So, we do that, and then we make our way out of the city, occupy a nice farmhouse for a bit, try and work our way through that. Maybe not live in the actual farmhouse, but live somewhere close to it, so it's sort of a bit of a decoy, because I'm sure lots of people would have that idea. And then we do that, and then eventually I want to make my way to the south coast of England, of Longlegs. And what I want to do is I'd want to go somewhere quite tropical. In my mind, I think Australia, if I could work my way around the globe, but that would be quite a big deal, because, sailing to Australia takes like, I don't know, a week or something silly. Maybe if we could find someone who could fly planes, and we could get enough...
That was my initial thought, yeah.
Yeah, someone who had an ability to sort of, over the course of a couple of days, get us to Australia.
I know 2 pilots, whether they'd survive, but I know 2 pilots.
You're in good standing.
Yeah.
What about if animals turned as well? I just thought, oh gosh, imagine a zombie kangaroo.
Imagine a zombie lion.
That would be
terrifying.
Yeah, it would be terrifying. Or even just a house cat would be kind of weird, to be fair. To start with,
jaw hanging off. Yeah, but that'd be quite easy though. You just flick it a bit of catnip.
To start with, you wouldn't be able to tell, would you? But they act the same.
It's trying to swipe and bite you. Yeah.
Yeah. How to live with a creature that hates you. No, cats are lovely.
I think even with my dog that I have now, it would probably be no different because she bites me as well. So still growling and gurgling with no teeth in her mouth. It's like, yeah, okay, you're scaring no one. Shut your mouth.
Why she's got no teeth? What's happened to your dog?
She's just getting old.
Oh, bless.
She's got like her fangs still, and she's got like her not molars. What are they called?
What, the ones at the front or the ones at the back?
The very back.
Oh yeah, so the molars, yeah.
Oh, they are called molars.
I think so.
Okay, so yeah, she's got her fangs, her molars, and like a couple other teeth, but like the very front of her mouth is just gum.
You turned your dog into a vampire.
More or less, yeah.
Well, that's good to hear.
I haven't turned her into that. My parents have, so I have no jurisdiction on what my dog eats.
It's good to hear that you're already getting your dog ready for the zombie apocalypse. That is inevitably going to happen.
She's good.
I mean,
She's good.
2020 and 2021 has brought us some interesting stuff so far. I'm sure a zombie apocalypse is not off the table for God right now.
I'm sure if a zombie apocalypse happened tomorrow, everyone would start, instead of like being scared, people would probably start complaining about it and being like, for fuck's sake, I've got to isolate again.
Yeah.
God's sake.
Yeah, if you are infected as a zombie, make sure you isolate for at least 10 days.
Make sure you isolate for 10 days.
And then do another test.
And then make sure you do a PCR, just to make sure you're not a zombie.
You just roll down the window.
Yeah.
Drive on, go on. Next window.
Yeah, you just you shove the cotton swab up your nose and down your throat, and it's like, I feel fine.
I don't do the throat. I just do the nose now because I can't handle the throat.
Of course you can't, you little. So moving on.
So yeah, so we found out where we are in a zombie apocalypse. Then cool.
I think so. Yeah. What would be? I guess the one thing we haven't spoken about is what would be the first thing you would do if you knew.
Well, hopefully the first thing you'd do, because obviously I'm going to die first, is you've got to plan my funeral. Rip.
I ain't paying for a funeral.
You don't have to pay for it. You just plan it. Just make, say some nice words.
I think I'd do it in a very cinematic way of just digging up the floor, burying you, and then laying a loaf of gluten-free bread over your grave in the sunrise.
How ceremonial of you. That's so kind. Some moldy gluten-free bread just sinks into my...
And then just take one slice out of the bag and just, break it up and toss it over. There you go. So long, hero.
If I was to give you a funeral, I would definitely give you a Viking burial,
Oh, that's sweet.
I'd absolutely.
Where are you going to get a boat from?
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll find some driftwood or something. It'll be great. You'll love it.
Just one plank of wood. I'm slowly falling off into the water before you set it alight. You're just like, wait, stay there. Fucking foot on.
Yeah.
Keep stay.
Push it away
go,
and you get quick, 10 feet from the shore, and then you're off and the wood keeps going.
Broom. Oh shit. Well, burn the wood anyway.
Oh, it's fine. Don't worry. He's chill. He's cool.
The wood's gone. Ah, fuck. Well, you know what? He's fine.
Doesn't matter.
Listen,
guys.
The zombie sea lions will get him.
It's what he would have wanted.
Yeah.
Well, I sincerely hope that this doesn't happen, because frankly, I
kind of do at this point.
Oh, see, I've made you excited for it now, you introvert.
Yeah, I am. I want to kill some zombies.
You should take out all that anger and rage. In the meantime,
yeah, I'm gonna go steal a store tomorrow. Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm really happy, and I just want a better computer that I can play more games on, which doesn't require a zombie apocalypse.
Your computer is basically a zombie.
Thanks, man.
I think it is. That's not a lie, is it?
Listen, it's been nice.
Don't come looking for me in a zombie apocalypse, I'll tell you that.
I know where you live.
You did.
Nice. Yeah.
I'm in your walls.
I'll come look for you, and then I'll be your partner. We'll go around together.
You saucy.
And then we'll go and steal a Tesco's together.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. That sounds good to me.
I'll see you there.
See you there.